Hey everybody, and welcome back to the SaltyyShow, and welcome back to Total War Rome 2 Empire Divided, episode 34 of our Palmyra campaign. Hope you guys are doing well today, and if you're excited to see this upcoming battle, like and subscribe as always. Without further ado, obviously this is a little different from where we left off. I've gone through some boring years of just raiding and managing the Empire, preparing you guys for more of a, action-focused campaign as we begin our invasion into Greece proper, and that starts here with the Legion of Septimus, the one that we started all the way back, naming it after the brave general that gave his life to make sure this legendary achievement run lived to see this many episodes. Under it, the command of the Volbothus, the heir to the Palmyra Empire, going against Sigavold and Giselbert of the Macromani, bringing forth a host of barbarians stacked full of bands, levies, hunters, and a contingency of mounted warband. We are outnumbered quite significantly for the most part. However, we are most definitely not outmatched. We have the strongest legion we have fielded so far, full of Hamian archers, Palmyran cataphracts, armored pikemen, auxiliary Libyan infantry. If there's a legion that's ready for this challenge that I'm not going to sweat too hard, it's this one. But without further ado, let us spill some blood on the coast of Thrace. Hello everybody, and welcome to the Battle of Tremodium, or well, more likely the Battle of Thrace itself, as the Macromani forces have come to meet us on the battlefield. Getting lucky with that throw there, but they're wasting no time considering we have the range on them. They are bringing forth their army contingency. Oh, a lovely hit right there. They're bringing forth their army contingency, and their cav army is somewhere in the distance. As you can tell, we've gone for quite the defensive Roman posture here. Pikes on the fronts and the sides protecting our valuable Hamian archers, which take a good look at all our new legion forces here, equipped to the brim in armor and material. Volbothus sitting in the middle with his palace guard, and then guarding the rear and the ballista, we have our auxiliary Libyan infantry. Chainmail coated. And our cataphracts are lying in wait, waiting for their call to aid the infantry. It's rather quiet and peaceful over here. You cannot say the same for what's going on here. Our forces are now pounding into the poor levy that have been ordered by their barbarian overlords to assault our front line. Now they do, when it comes to skill, their most skilled unit are going to be their archers as well, their hunters, which is why we're going to be focusing them down rather diligently. They are engaging us though here on the front line and hitting us on the flanks a little bit. And unfortunately, they do get the drop on our cataphracts. Thankfully, their units are no match for us, and our leading cavalry commander gives the order to assault the enemy before they take any more Roman lives. They are trying to envelop us, focusing primarily on this right side. So we're going to start using our auxiliary Libyans to try to aid the defense over here, as our pikemen are being pierced pretty deep, especially this corner gap here. Thankfully, our archers are making very short work of their skirmishers though, and our Libyans will be getting into the side of the enemy here, and they're going to start really breaking up the enemy, bringing forth some much-needed reinforcements. Meanwhile, our cataphracts have broken the chains that the mounted warband were trying to put upon them. We are going to mop up what remains of their forces here, but we are going to do our damnedest and do a quick slaughter of these poor men that just don't stand a chance against the armored might of Palmyra. The biggest contenders for issues are primarily along the flanks. That is where they're focusing at. Come on, man. Bring it back. Bring it back. No, don't do it. Don't die. Dear Lord. Go on the offensive, my friend. Uh-oh. 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 Good. No! Damn it. Brother, no. Someone kill him. He just killed our Roman. Thank you. Thank you very much. And we are slaughtering them, breaking them there. And our archers are making very quick work of the few ranged units left. I would not. I would run. I would run very quickly if I was you all. Especially since our cataphracts have mopped up their flank, and they're now going to start swinging around and enveloping anything that remains over here in the army. Which it mainly is this little pocket here on the right. They've done quite the number to our Libyans and our pikemen. But we are fighting they're fighting a retreat, basically. They're running out of forces here. As you can see, we've beaten them back. Oh my god. The utter slaughter sometimes is just so... Oh my... Dude, you need to run. Buddy. Oh, you're dead. It does not matter. You're dead. No! He was so close. With that, everybody, is going to be the end of the battle for Thrace, as their general is the last one that remains alive over here. And he is putting his last stand in, but surrounded and engulfed, there's not much he can do, and his life is forfeit. And with the brave sacrifice of over 600 Romans, we managed to claim a victory here in Thrace, and we have sent this army packing with a remaining just 206 men. With that in mind, I do think we're going to... no, actually, we're going to kill them. Yeah, slaughter them. Send a message. We don't want to release them, as I don't want to make any of our client states, vassals, etc. disagreeing with us, so no mercy for them. And I don't really want to send our public order massing if the slave population needs to go down a little bit. Alright, I don't like seeing agents near our main army. He is somewhat alone. Very nice. We are slowly but surely... So, to update everybody, because I know a couple turns have passed, we are slowly but surely trying to cede control these regions without having to declare war. Our agents, our army, are securing what they can. And same goes for the Bosporus. It looks like they've defeated the rebel army here, but it's about to hit. So, we are slowly but surely doing that. Meanwhile, we have been working on mass building projects across the land. Ooh, the Macromani do have a fleet. It's in striking distance of roads. Gortia side is still defended. I'm more worried about these other... If they sail any further here, we'll know where they're going. The Nabatean forces are sending an army, though. And we do actually have a sizable stack here, so one can hope. Let's continue investing in this so we can get a fleet to match. Well, at least size-wise. It won't ever match because swords will normally or typically beat spears. Our forces here will defend it with ease. Zenobia guards Ephesus. Ooh, there is a general here that Ephesus, could it hold against a navy? I'd want to say yes. This army cannot make it to Nicomedia this turn. even in force march stance. But if they continue going this way, we're gonna know they're coming for us. We could grab some javelineers. We could also get some auxiliary peltis. We could get more pikes if we needed it. We can also get some cav. Their defense is a lot higher. They'll be a little better on the attack. There we go. That'll be a fairly sizable force, honestly. We might want to get some more cav. 15 stacked to guard Nicomedia feels like enough along with the garrison.
Ready for orders.
Meanwhile, Volbeth is here. Level up his legion, and he himself gets to level up. Make sure all your stuff is still pretty good. Life lessons. Tribune, trustworthy and respectful. Let's go ahead and give him strategist.
My skills are yours.
Now the question is, do we try to secure Thessalonica or Tremodium?
At your service.
I'd say Thessalonica.
I serve only Rome, moving unseen.
Stay about right there and deploy.
How can I be of assistance?
You'll deploy right there. Tremodium might fall easier, though, honestly. So I think let's actually secure Tremodium first.
We hunger for battle.
You could get some Thracian warriors to help complement the fact our Libyan forces did get ruined.
Ready for battle.
Let's go ahead.
Laying siege to the settlement.
Perfect. And they will fall next turn, so they're going to have to sally forth.
Let them cower before Rome.
At your service, swift and silent as a shadow. Stopping to rest a while.
Alright, you're going to go there, and you're going to actually maintain your southern position, because we can use her to see those two locations. These forces are nothing to worry about. Nicomedia will get a garrison soon enough. All that remains is continuing to deal with these tribes here. So I think what we're going to do, let's actually first, +1. That's fine. They're both very high in gravitas. A little dangerous. We still hold 65. Zenobia has 891. He has 376, so definitely not too shabby. I go ahead and secure loyalty. I really don't know if Volbethus is ever going to become the actual leader because of how slow the campaign is, so we're going to go ahead and level him up. There we go. Adelius. That is fine by me. Go back to Egyptus, Syria. Yeah, I guess go ahead and get the wine markets flowing. Why not? Alright, we are secured here and we are ready for an intern. I think Tremodium will fall, and let's find out what happens here. And as the turn ends, Tremodium falls to us with a very quick and easy little battle, losing only 79 Romans. It does look like the Macromani do have something to say about, though. We have gained their attention. Ooh, and they are bringing forth 2 armies. That is rather scary. Okay.
Ready for battle.
Publius leveled up once more. Good. We're gonna take a Knight Attacker. Let's go ahead and grab the major shrine. I really don't know what we'd want here yet or here, so we're going to go ahead. Ooh, a gladiatorial ring actually could help a lot early on the public order. Well, never mind. We're sitting at plus 20, so we did get a turn of replenishment though, which is really nice. We could also recruit some infantry if we needed it, mainly the Thracian warriors, but I'm fairly confident in our army. This army is not going to be able to make it in the next turn. This one could lay siege, but no real reason to. So let's go ahead and park our agent right here and deploy her.
How can I be of assist? Swift and silent.
And you're going to shoot up there and deploy there. Okay, so they got some Germanic. Okay, so this army is actually a little stronger. Germanic spears. Germanic band are one thing. They have a fairly decent attack. These guys have a fairly decent defense. So not too bad. The Sanctuary of the Great Gods. I'll look at that in a minute. Growth and owning culture. That is so good for us. Make sure all of them are deployed. 74%. Fairly nice. Alright, let's go back to the war front. So the fleet has buggered backwards. Oh, my bad. No, it's a different fleet. They have 2 fleets now in the Aegean. That unfortunately puts us out of action. That army has, like I said, made landfall, or is going to make landfall over there.
We hunger for battle.
Nicomedia looking far more defensible.
Ready for battle.
Almost makes me want to pull to Galatia and get another, actually get a proper legion going.
For battle.
These generals don't really have much in the way of actual military experience, so
At your command.
Polio could be our man. That what a horrible name. What a horrible name. You could hit Ephesus this turn, so could you.
Ready for battle.
If anything, we could bring Zenobia to Ephesus or to Nicomedia to help with that front, and bring Polio down here to guard Ephesus. In fact, we might just do that. We're gonna, well,
Ready for orders.
yeah, he's gonna force march to Ephesus.
Destination reached.
Y'all got better armies yet? No, you don't. Okay.
The queen is ready.
Ready for
We will
battle.
give them a turns where Zenobia will stay here. Nicomedia is safe, hopefully. Tell you what, let's. I'll worry about moving our garrisons up there. Let's just grab another soldier.
Ready for. I want hourly patrols.
And we'll very quickly.
Rome needs good fighters.
There you go. We'll grab some vigiles and some skirmishers just to make sure if there is a army sitting in the field somewhere, we have a force ready and waiting for them. I think we're fairly safe though, and I think they're gonna go for Volbithus. Meanwhile, everything else is looking fairly standard.
For the people.
I'd really love to get Gracia off of Crete to lay claim to Sparta or something, but they really do have a massive fleet. And I, for one, am a little more worried about that. We could try grabbing legions, or legionnaires, but that's gonna start putting a real damper on our economy. So for now, I think we shall hold. I do need to start upping that. Let's go ahead and do that, and then
It is an honor to serve Rome. We're going to need
let's
a
start
big fleet.
breaking the bank a little bit. That's really gonna hurt, but I don't think we have a choice.
I am Rome's
They're going to suffer a rebellion next turn. They're a ways away, unfortunately. But not too horribly. Not too horribly.
We hunger for battle.
Hey, honestly, extra bit of movement speed sounds pretty nice to me. Sounds pretty good. Ooh, oh no. Alright, so this is dangerous, but we are going to do it. We've now gone to war with the Gothi as well, so our fronts did just increase. Our armies are ready to strike, though. They are ready to hit. All we need to do is just be careful and monitor the situation, and the Iste will hopefully help sending their nomadic forces through our borders. Ooh, darn. Thankfully, it's extremely cheap. Alright, we're still fine there. Good. Alright. Nabatea's bringing a force here.
Ready for battle.
Alright, there, man, they are.
How may I serve you?
How terrifying. Okay, we could get some Thracian forces here. Heroic riders sound pretty good. We might make Tremonium a base of operation. Actually, I think we will. I think we will make it a base of operation here, because we're going to need to boost the garrison and let alone recruit new legions in this whole region, because it also controls this area. So yeah, there's lots of red all over, because I forgot we did go to war with Gallic Rome. Nothing's happened, but we are indeed at war with Gallic Rome. So I need to be very careful about that.
On the move. You there, get to work.
I fight for the people.
Right, I mean, there is a whole ass legion there, so
Advance.
Zenobia is going to lay claim to Apollonia Pontica.
Commander.
You're going to, you know, I think that's our garrisons across the coast here are most important now. Almost makes me think we could go to war with the Quadi.
Ready for battle. Laying siege to the settlement. My sword is yours.
Eastern rebels are over here. That's good.
At your service.
Let's go ahead.
As you
make our way over here. We need spies.
I am Rome's champion.
Meanwhile,
On the move.
you can do the same.
Victory for Rome.
I would very much like to pull this legion away.
As you request. Speak. I'm listening.
I really need the estate to lay claim to this region. I really, really do.
As you request.
Tell you what, we can send her this way though,
Make haste, men.
to Tanis. If the rebellion doesn't take it, we should be good. We will take it. Because, yeah, the estates, I don't know where they're going. Which actually is a little concerning.
Do not attempt to sweeten truth with honey.
No,
Speak.
it wouldn't even bring them into the fight, which is what we want.
Welcome, worthy friend. Let us break bread and drink before words pass our lips.
Damn.
I thank you for the offer, but we are not wet nurses for weaklings.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh yeah, don't mind if we do.
Take what-
Nice to find an ally across the pond, you could say.
We have need of talk, I'm sure. But we also need good food, a warm fire, and warm women. The gods speak through thunder.
Same goes for the
The
Frankie.
spirits have guided us to common sense and agreement.
We've done fairly well for ourselves here. Aligning ourselves with the Frankie and the Caledonians.
We will gladly listen to your offers, but do not wrap them in lies. The spirits know truth.
Okay, wow, they're willing to just...
I am sure that your wares will find a home somewhere, but not. I can
go.
sense that my god.
The Saxony actually have a nice little kingdom here. Kind of surprised about that. There's a faction up here, potentially. Alright. So you've brokered new agreements with the Caledonian Empire far to the north and the Great British Isles, establishing trade with Abdonian city, and along with that, the Frankie have allied ourselves as well. Frankies have 2 navies, I bet that's why they're struggling to maintain anything. I think I just heard Ava barking, but I hope she's not been barking this whole time, because if she is, I do apologize, everybody. Alright, Zenobia is making her way there. We're good here. I don't really want to waste a legion potential. You're laying siege. You're on your way to Tanis.
Attack for Rome!
The German Confederation could attack us, so I think what I'm going to do is assault. Oh boy.
None will
Assault
escape.
Fangoria here, just to make sure we can be on the defense if we need. Well, you know what? Yeah, no, there's no reason to hold off. I'm going to try to take them down, and we're going to go from there, and I'm going to end the turn. With Fangoria hours and a couple turns secured, I'm going to catch you guys up to scene. As nothing major has happened, however, Zenobia has secured Pontica, or Apollonia Pontica. The siege of Nicomedia did not happen. The forces of our enemy seem to be rather scared and going on quite the defensive. However, I'm going to give you all the layout of what's going to happen in the coming episodes, as we are now finally in striking position from Crete itself. Our primary fleet, the Classis of Dagon, or Dagon, is ready to escort. And I mean, this is a giant fleet, considering what normal fleets look like. They are ready to escort the Legion of Armenia to the coast of Greece. Sorry, everybody. And take Sparta, Athens, and push northerly to Thessalonica, eventually linking up with the new front line that we've created with Zenobia and her son at Tremodium as well. Once we have a good eye on Odessa, potentially, we will be able to move from Tremodium, or once just the garrison is built up. We're already rather strong, sitting at 10, and in just 2 more turns, our garrison is going to continue increasing, so we might be able to take Nysa and swing south, completely pincering and liberating Greece entirely from the barbarians. Meanwhile, all other stances are secured for now. Our forces in the Bosporus are prepared. Fengoria will maintain Roman control as our tribes aid in our offensive, while Bruta lays siege to Tanis, and the rebels that we've paid are hopefully going to go die somewhere else. But we have established our spy networks across our enemies' kingdoms, and they're giving us some extremely valuable information. Speaking of valuable information, things are taking quite the turn in our favor as our client states and allies are finally pushing Numidia back. They've lost Carthago, Hadrianople, they've lost their eastern holdings, and Capsa is now under, well, it will be under siege rather soon, either from the Mori or the Oxum. They both have armies, and Oxum has blown up out of nowhere. They have secured most of these new holdings, and they've built themselves a nice little kingdom outside of theirs down in Ethiopia. But as long as they do it under the banner of Zenobia, I don't care where they go. But we are doing that elsewhere. Our allies to the far north Europe are laying quite the bloody front line as they've pushed all the way to Mediolanum. I don't think they're going to hold it, but the front line in this area is just back and forth as constant battles are laying waste to the surrounding areas, and even the capital of the Gallic, Rome, that it looks like they just took and are trying to liberate or convert it back. Looks like it might fall to the Frankie kingdom once again. So quite the bloodbath all around up there, but our campaign is going smooth so far. And once we finally get some more legions and we gain control over the Aegean, it'll be far easier to launch further conquests into Greece. And at that point, we're only a stone's throw away from Italy itself and reclaiming the Eternal City. Without further ado, everybody, I have been your host, Salty, and my co-host, Winston. I hope you enjoyed the battle today. If you did, like and subscribe, as always. But until then, we will catch you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.